This week on What Do You Got, we're going to be talking about the new wave obsession with true crime.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
okay.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Everybody, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Andy Smith,
I'm Tim Fulton.
and this is What Do You Got? What do you got's when one of us brings something to the table that the other person doesn't know about, and we bullshit about it for a while. This week's topic is Tim's topic. Tim, what do you have?
What's with true crime podcasts recently?
Oh, yeah.
So I want to talk about this because neither one of us are true crime junkies, but I
No.
know like people are freaking obsessed with it.
My girlfriend loves true crime shit.
She does.
She does.
She does.
She lives for it.
So I'm bringing this up because I recently became obsessed with a show, not a real true crime show, but a fake one. It's called Only Murders in the Building. By the time this airs, I believe that the last episode is going to have come out.
Only Murders in the Building?
Only Murders in the Building. Out now on Hulu. We're not sponsored.
Okay. Pretend.
I'm going to send them a bill. So Only Murders in the Building is a show about people who are obsessed with true crime, and there's a murder in their building, and they go to solve it in real time and shoot the episodes as they're solving it. But
Okay.
it's fake.
That's you.
That's me.
How dare you?
Do I have a friend?
How dare you?
Do I have a
Spam? True
it was
crime.
a
True
C-
crime's trying to contact you to get a Hulu subscription.
Who? It was the CDC, National Immunization Center. I hope someone I know wasn't contacted. So,
Continue.
beep beep.
All right, so true crime.
So anyway, so
Murders in the Building.
there's that. Obviously, so true crime has become popular enough that there's this almost like a spoof of a show about people who are true crime junkies. And on top of that, there was that recent case with that couple that went hiking, or that did a. They were an engaged couple. They went cross country. It was Gabrielle Petito and the currently still missing fiance Brian Laundrie.
Dog the Bounty Hunter's on it. It's all going to be okay.
That's what. He's been on it for a hot minute. They still haven't found the dude.
I know.
Dude's in
You
Mexico.
wait. Once he gets the scent, he'll be on it.
Dog the Bounty Hunter and Snoop Dogg should collab.
Everyone that's into true crime was like watering at the mouth for this.
So that's kind of my point. I want to talk about what is this? Why do people love this so much? Because, like, obviously, and I'm hoping, obviously, it's not like people want this to happen. It's not like someone's sitting there going, like, I really hope a white chick goes missing this week because I need something to pay attention to. We have enough fake shit out there. Like, what is this? Why are people so obsessed with this? And
I don't know. Go ahead. That's it. That's Sorry. And what?
it fucks with you too. It's almost like a drug. Cause like I used to live with my brother and my sister-in-law years ago in a different town. And when I lived with them, my sister-in-law binged these shows for a while. And my brother would sometimes be gone at night. He's a police officer, so sometimes he'd be gone during the day, sometimes he'd be gone all night. And if he was gone at night, she had watched so many of these, she was terrified to be by herself, especially with her kids in the house, like because they were little kids.
Yeah.
So like, if I wasn't home, she would like not be in the house. She would go to see family and whatnot. So she liked true crime, but it literally debilitated her. She couldn't be by herself at night because she was scared. Granted, true crime is obviously real. The word is
Yeah, true crime.
true. The word true.
It's very interesting that almost everyone I know or know of that's into that is all women.
That's true too.
And they're always the victims in the crimes for the most part.
For the most part.
So they're just watching documentaries about their people getting fucked up.
What is that?
Like-
what?
It does not appeal to most men.
No.
It really doesn't. It's almost like it's like the
I want to say that's sexist, except I can't think of an instance where a man I know is obsessed with true crime.
yeah,
I know people who have seen true crime.
seen it, but not like it just even all the podcasts on it I think are all women.
That
They're mostly women that do the podcasts. Which I'm not saying like everyone all the time, whatever, but it seems to be a lot of women that watch this shit and and that. And it seems like it's the R version of like romantic comedies,
Yeah.
where like guys are like, yeah, I'll watch it, but I will never voluntarily watch it. Like you might get one that's like, that was okay. But they're not like foaming at the mouth to watch some fucking creepy white dude chop up women in his van.
It's like like you said, like I would sit down and watch something, but like I know people who will sit down and watch 8 episodes of Dateline night after night after night just to like see like I gotta see people die, and these are real people. It's weird to me. Like I'm more okay with the fake stuff than I am with the real stuff. You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand. I can't wrap my head around what the allure is. Allure.
I go fishing with lures.
You go fishing with allure.
Oh, a lure, just one.
Just one.
You know what's weird too is that a lot of people that I know that are like true crime junkies are not like they're not surrounded by like criminal world shit or like been around a lot of that stuff.
What do you mean?
Like
They haven't like really tasted.
it like seems so off, like it seems so unreal to them that like I can't imagine like a cop wanting to watch those shows because
That's true.
because they're like, I see some of this shit not like every day, but like you're like
They see it.
You're like, this isn't foreign to me.
Yeah.
I'm aware that this stuff is real and that there are people capable of this shit. Whereas like for like people that lead a relatively straight and narrow life, like this stuff seems like even more absurd.
Yeah.
Because you never think like, yeah, it's like a small town and fucking, and like every dude is like, yeah, it's fucking creepy ass people out there. Like, yeah, they exist.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is though. It just,
Is it like the female version of a horror movie? Because
there's guys that like horror movies.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think guys like horror movies more than women. Not again stereotyping,
Yeah.
but is that like the female version of that?
Yeah, you know,
I'm asking you questions you can't answer, but it's fun.
I don't know. It might be something similar to that. I think, like, as guys in general, like, when they watch movies about horrific things, they can do it as long as there's, like, something in there for them where it's, like, there's a redeeming quality of the movie where it's, like, the guy freaks out and fucking kills a couple people or whatever. Or, like, there's some kind of, like, something to, like, it. But those true crimes are just all depressing.
Yeah.
They're like all depressing, like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Like there's no part where you're like, well, you know, they did kill his whole family, but you know, he cut that guy's throat. And like that's what we're going to hold on to. There's none of that. They're just like, yep, they never found him. Like Cold Case Files. They're like, and they never found him. They're just 13 people in barrels in random houses and you're like, cool. It looks just like my neighborhood. Awesome. That's cool. Great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so what do you think the obsession is? Let's really try to dissect this. What does the obsession come from? And I'd like to think that I'm being like a dumb guy and saying that it's mostly women, but I'm pretty sure now, like the more I think about it, I can't name one dude that like I've ever known that's told me to watch a true crime documentary. Ever.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I don't know one either. Granted, I don't know any women who have told me to watch true crime either, but I know women who watch true crime. I don't know a single guy who watches true crime.
Yeah, like Forensic Files. And I'm not saying that they're bad shows. It's not that they're bad shows.
No, I agree with you too.
But there's not that like, oh my God. Like the obsessive, like over analyzing of the thing.
Which to your point, I've become almost a little obsessive of that show, Only Murders in the Building. And that's why I brought it up.
Because it's a parody?
It's not a parody. It's a fake version.
Okay.
So they're doing it in real time.
So like somebody like stages a murder and they have to figure it out?
No, it's a murder.
Oh.
So it's not, the whole show is fake. Like it's a scripted show.
Okay.
So there is a murder in their building, which is real, but but to them, it's, you know what I mean? Like,
So it's like CSI.
yes. So, and I was watching because there's one episode left, and I was driving home before, and I was like thinking about it, and I was like, I think I know who the murderer is. So I actually went back to the show, and I was rewatching episodes, like trying to like prove my point to myself, like, does what I think actually add up, which it didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool, blah, 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 blah. And that's what got me thinking, like, but the other stuff is real. And, like, I don't know how to phrase. So, I don't know if I'm the only one like this, but real stuff to me just hits differently, right? So, I've watched all the Saws and all the, what was that other one? Not Saw. It was Hostel.
Okay.
I saw Hostel.
I never saw that one. I saw the first 2 Saw movies, and then I was like, I could pretty much guess what happens in the next 7.
Yeah, Hostel is like a Saw spinoff, basically.
Yeah.
So, but like I've seen a bunch of those movies. I see horror movies, and yeah, there's moments you have to turn away, blah, 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 blah. I once served on a jury in which I know no one got hurt. And they showed a video of like someone putting a gun to someone, or a knife. And like my heart sank, like I had like rocks in my stomach. Like
Yeah.
it was difficult to watch. I don't like the real stuff. I don't know if that's just me or if that's just,
Yeah, see, that...
I don't know. I see that's where it gets weird for me, because like when you watch this true crime stuff, I guess maybe it's because it happened in the past and what's done is done, but
So let's...
it's true stuff.
Let me ask you a question about that then. So, do you agree with them being able to profit from these stories because they're about real people, like the families getting interviewed and all that? Like,
I
you
don't
think
know.
some of the proceeds of the show should go to the family that is left behind from the murder that they're making money off of with the true crime show?
I don't know. It's all public knowledge.
And like,
I would think
That's
that there
true.
would have to be. I don't want to say that there should like be any like legal like you have to do XYZ if you do this.
yeah,
But I would hope that there would be some level of tact between who's producing it and like actually making the show versus what's actually going on.
what is I just want to know, like, there's obviously like there's always an intrigue with things that you don't know,
Yeah.
right? But what's really making me, it's hard for me to understand, is why it's so specifically attractive to women in general over men, more so than men, at least in our little circle that
Yeah.
we can think of.
Yeah.
And it's usually men killing women.
A lot of times, not all the time.
It's usually like a lot of the time it's guys killing
Yeah.
women and shit like that.
I don't know. That's my point. I don't know what the allure is.
A lure.
I don't understand. And I'm going to go out here on a limb and say the people who probably watch this don't know what it is either. It's one of those things. Like, why do you like ice cream? It's sweet. All right. Why do you like sweet things? I like it.
Yeah.
Like, I like sweet things. So it's probably one of those things where like you can't really verbalize what is good about it, but
But there's a couple things that you can like deduce as to why guys like certain movies coming from a guy.
deduce.
Deduce. Reduce? Deduce.
No, deduce. You're right. We're going to
Yeah,
deduce.
I said a smart thing ish. So like guys are typically more like they're attracted to things that have to do with war more likely because that's kind of like in your fucking blood for X amount of years. Like that's what you did. It's in your ancestors. All your ancestors were savages. That's why you're here, right? So, and also problem solving, like movies that are about like trying to figure something out. A lot of times, I think guys will find more attractive because it's you're trying to solve something.
So to your point, that show I keep talking about, I think one of the reasons I like it so much, it's not just a true crime spoof, it's a murder mystery.
It's a mystery. Yes.
We don't know who did it yet.
Yes.
And I literally rewatch episodes trying to prove a point to myself on, can I figure this out?
Yeah.
I could not.
But like modern marvels and like war documentaries,
Yeah.
I bet most of the people that watch those shows are dudes,
Okay.
right? But I know why, because it's appealing. Like guys want to know how shit works. They usually work with their hands. They put shit together. They want to be able to answer all the questions. They want to be able to pretend that they're going to be, the guy to go to during a fucking zombie apocalypse. But I don't have that like I don't know what that is for the fucking crime documentaries.
Yeah.
The other way around. Like I don't get it.
I think the unfortunate part here is that we don't know.
We don't know.
We really haven't. We keep circling back to what is it?
Yeah, but there's been a wave because it's been around for a while. Because you remember Unsolved Mysteries with that guy with the voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Unsolved Mysteries was huge back in the day.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was like the
starting
OG.
point. Yeah, that was OG.
That was the OG.
Did it for, and I think that guy's kid got kidnapped.
That's why he did it.
That's why he did it.
That's why he did it.
Yeah, they never found the guy or the girl that they kidnapped. They thought they did, I think, at one point, but I don't think they ever found out. But that, I mean, my mom used to watch that show all the time.
Yeah,
my mom, not my dad. But those shows are making a comeback. It seemed like somewhere in the late 90s, early 2000s, those shows kind of went away.
They seem to vanish for a little while.
Right? Now they're coming back.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
That's true. They have been.
I don't know.
We should ask some women what makes it so appealing.
That might be a part 2.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a part 2. I'm gonna.
But like what?
I'm gonna jump out of a bush and scream at women. Why do you like true crime? They're gonna go. Ah!
Yeah, but if you ask a dude, like, do you want to watch like true documentaries about like women killing men? Mostly, you'd be like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. Why would you want to watch that? Right? It doesn't seem appealing. Even if it's the other way. So that can't be it. That might be a clue.
It might be a clue. Yeah, but to be fair, if you were to look at me and be like, do you want to sit down and watch the Huns defeat the rest of China? I'd be like, no, why would I want to watch that? I'm just a weird dude, though. So
yeah, painting with a broad brush on the military and the modern Marvel shit. But
it's weird because it's just two of us. So at times I'm curious of like how much we're correctly painting and how much we're not.
If you had a choice, then would you pick a history documentary or a true crime documentary?
I would need specific subject matter.
If they were both equally mediocrely appealing.
It doesn't matter. I'm just going to end up playing on my phone.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so we solved nothing yet again.
We solved nothing. But you know who we can ask? The masses. What is so appealing to true crime? Yeah, shut up. What is so appealing to you about true crime if you do indeed watch it? And maybe you can argue about some of the points we made. Your legs are fucking huge and it's dumb. Oh. Do you know how far away I am from you? I'm reaching here. I should be allowed to afford more than 1.5 planks.
And you're also sitting on a telephone book. So it just adds to how obscure my leg length is.
So, where was I? Let us know what you think about true crime in the section down below. And are you a woman or are you a man? Because that is kind of a point that we were trying to see. Yeah. Are we accurate with that? How accurate are we with that? Don't forget to go to brodownpro.com. We're coming out with new stuff all the time. We'll catch you guys next week.
Later.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day.